So stick around. Well, let's show you the faces and hair of WEN. For all ages, for all ethnicities, both men and women, everybody loves using WEN. And we are so excited because in the month of June, that's when we are able to bring you our wonderful WEN gallons. Here's the bad news, there's only 7 days left. So you wanna make sure if you haven't picked up your gallon yet, you do so. Gina Gannon is with us. Gina works with Chaz, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
And you were actually a WEN user before you actually started working with Chaz.
Yes, you know, my mom's a hairstylist. I grew up in and out of salons. I tried so much, and because of using harsh chemicals, lather, I was coloring my hair every day, using bleach, hot tools, my hair really was in bad condition. We can actually pull up my before shot if we have it to show you what I was dealing with, that I needed that extra conditioning and repair. My mom actually said to me, you need WEN, and you didn't see that. Look at my ends,
wow.
Jill. They were really bad, and you know, my hair kept getting shorter and shorter because of my split ends, and I didn't want that.
You had to keep trimming it off, and
I didn't want to do that.
Well, your hair's gorgeous now, girl.
Thank you.
And I think if you're somebody who has bought the smaller bottles of WEN and you're finding yourself always reordering, you should go to the gallons. If you're wanting the ultimate value from WEN, you should be getting the gallons. What was so exciting for all of us here at QVC in bringing the gallons this year was not only did Chaz bring out the classics, but for the first time ever, he put the seasonal scents that so many of you love in gallons as well. I think I was one of the very first people to order that winter vanilla mint because that's one of my favorites.
It is really
Oh my gosh,
great.
and I love how it sort of leaves your scalp tingly and it smells so fresh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. And there's a little hint of chocolate in there. So it's like
yummy.
every single day you're cleaning your hair, it's like chocolate mint sensation, enjoyable. But we also have the warmth of the fall ginger pumpkin. And if you're somebody who's ever smelled orange blossoms, once you smell it, once you never forget it, it's beautiful and feminine. We have the spring orange blossom as well. Those seasonals are $188. They have peptides in them, they're more treatment-based, and we'll get into that. But then up above here with me and Gina, we have our row of classics. Those are $177, and I'd love for you to take us through the different options so that people sitting at home wondering, which one's for me, can maybe get some information from you on which would be best for their hair.
Absolutely, and you know, really I say, just getting off lather, you're gonna help condition your hair. So really, if you close your eyes and pick one, it's really gonna be beneficial to you. But we have the pomegranate. Now, out of the core, this one is soy protein, wheat and gluten-free. So anyone with those common allergies, this is great because it is soy protein. Also, because of that, it's a little frothier and creamier in consistency. So if you feel like you can't give up lather, go with this one. But again, soy protein and completely universal. As well as our sweet almond mint being universal. This is in the infomercials. You've seen it launched worldwide. It was the first formulation Chaz launched. So he made sure no matter who picked this up, it would work for everyone. So if you're looking for a place to start, this is well universal. Then we have our tea tree, great for problem solution, for baby fine hair, coarse unruly hair. If you're not sure of the amazing benefits of tea tree, do a little Google search and you'll see why tea tree is so great for problem solution. Then we have our fig, most moisturizing, most hydrating. If your hair's dry, damaged, brittle, broken, overprocessed, in need of repair, and if you do a lot to your hair, because the fig is so dense in moisture, it's gonna deliver that extra hydration that you need. Then we have the cucumber, which is most clarifying, most astringent, great for oily scalp and dry ends. And I know a lot of swimmers love this because of the chlorinated water, so this is great in the summer as well. And then we have the lavender, volume, body hydration, but because it is a lighter weight formula, it's good for baby fine hair or very coarse hair, and everyone loves the aroma benefits of the lavender.
Yeah, I find that the lavender is really good for volume.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it's really
gonna
nice
give you that.
if you're wanting a kind of a volumizing version of WEN.
Volume,
I would
body,
point
and
you,
hydration.
towards that wonderful lavender. And then take us through again real quickly on the seasonals.
So the seasonals are all universal as well. Soy protein, wheat, gluten, and nut-free, and they're more treatment-based. Like you were saying, Jill, they have the 11 amino acid complex, the goji berry, the acai, the peptide. So you're upping the ante with the treatment. The fall ginger pumpkin, it's gonna be the warm ginger, the pumpkin, the nutmeg, the cinnamon, the clove. Everyone loves this year-round. You know, this was actually the first formula Chaz launched in the seasonals. Everyone went ballistic that he had to bring it back again in 2012 because everyone went crazy for it. it. And then we have the winter vanilla mint, so cooling. It's really crisp, brisk, refreshing. It's the vanilla, the chocolate, the peppermint, like a peppermint patty. It really just melts. And then we have the spring orange blossom, true to those floral notes of the orange blossom. It's just a really gorgeous scent.
Let me tell you a couple of things. WEN, as a cleansing conditioner, has won Best Cleanser for your hair at QVC. Every single year we've had our Customer Choice Awards. You see the infomercials worldwide. Chaz has created a revolution when it comes to cleansing your hair. There's no lather here. People aren't quite sure about that. But what's great is Chaz has done some videos. You can reach out on the 1-800 number. You can go to all the social platforms. If you have questions, the amount you should use, am I doing it right? All of that is available through that phone number, through Facebook, through social media, through Chaz's videos that he does for us here at QVC. This is for everybody, men, women, kids. If your hair tangles, you should try WEN. If you never feel like your hair feels that clean, but it always has a buildup, you should try WEN. If your hair is damaged, you should try WEN. It will leave your hair soft. It will leave your hair manageable. It tames unruly hair. It adds softness and body to hair that maybe has never had that. And why we get so excited about the gallons is because of the value. So we're going to show you that, because a lot of you buy the smaller sizes to get started. And if you're doing that, if you're buying 8 16-ounce cleansing conditioners at $32 each, guess what? You're spending $262. That's for the seasonals. A gallon from Chaz Dean is $256. Here at QVC, it's $188, but you're doing 6 easy payments tonight. And by the way, that gallon is $3 to ship. This is the first year we've done that low of a shipping for the gallons, which is huge. Price is a little bit lower, obviously, for the traditional scents, because those are $177. But you're going to see here with all of our models, look at the integrity of their hair. Look at the shine of their hair, the body, the bounce. And here's some fun news too, Gina. Tonight, because this item got added into the show late. Chaz isn't here. His team isn't here. All of the models did their hair themselves.
We did.
So this wasn't Team Chaz. This is just the result of having really beautiful hair thanks to WEN.
It's true. And you know, you don't need a stylist to achieve hair like this. Look at Rachel. She is in the infomercial. Look at her hair from her before shot to now. It is like night and day. And you know, her hair is as great as it is because she's been 5 years chemical free. No lather, no harsh chemicals. All they do is strip the hair, make it finer, thinner, weaker, break it down. I know Chaz always uses the analogy. You find detergents and lather. What do detergents do to your clothes over time?
They fade them.
Yeah, and they make them elasticity
They make them
thinner.
rough, right?
So if it's breaking down your clothes, it's doing that to your hair. And also, look at the dimension in Rachel's hair. It is glossy and conditioned from her roots to her ends. It's not dry. She doesn't have split ends. Look at the before shot. It was so dry, so dull. You couldn't see her great depth of color, and she did it herself, and it is so beautiful.
I want to let you know we do have these gallons on auto delivery, so I would consider that, because believe me, you're not going to want to run out. But I will also say, if your hair is really on the shorter side, this gallon might just last you almost a year.
It does last
So
long.
I know at first you're like, $177 to wash my hair, but if it's going to last you for almost a year, if you have shorter hair, we do the auto delivery because those of you who have longer hair or your family's all using this, the value is amazing. I've worked with Maria almost every week of my 22 years of hosting here at QVC. Her hair has never looked better. She's active, she's a grandmother, her hair is shiny. It's hard for blondes to get this kind of shine in the hair. Your hair is full of body. It takes years off you, Maria. And you were already beautiful. But I mean, you look so much, it's amazing what hair can do. When your hair looks shiny and full and youthful, we all think it's all about our skin, but boy, this shows you right here that hair is a big player in people's perception of your age.
Absolutely. And in Maria's before shot, she actually used to get base color and highlights. Now she just gets base color. These subtle hues and highlights that you see are because she treats her hair every time she cleanses. So she does not have to pay to get highlights. They're enhanced on their own.
And then let's go to Kate, and then we'll go to the phones. But you know, Kate, again, her hair is that beautiful reddish auburn color,
It's
right?
so
Which
beautiful.
again, if you use a traditional shampoo, that color is going to wash out in wash number 1, right?
Because I used to have red hair. My bubbles would be red. I would see it go down the drain. It's really hard unless you're using WEN, because that's going to preserve the color. That's why you see her with this color hair year round. It does not fade. All she has to do is get her roots touched up. Color never has to be run through from roots to ends.
Love it. And you can see in the before in 2010 with shampoo, look at the amount of sort of frizz and unruliness. Look at the ends, how dry the hair looks. It looks very parched, not when you're cleansing with WEN. Remember, there is no lather here. And how do I use this? Am I using this the way I use shampoo and conditioner, Gina?
It's 2 steps. So you're cleansing, think of that as the shampoo portion. You're going to rinse that out. Cleanse again, think of that as the conditioning portion. But we have the gallon. It's so easy with the gallon. For the length of Kate's hair, which we're showing you, she would do 1 pump in the crown, 1 pump at the ends. So that's it, 2 pumps, she would cleanse that out. Do it again, cleanse that out. Then she would leave the size of a dime back in as a leave-in, because that sort of preserves and locks the moisture in through the longevity of your cleansing. That's why you don't have to cleanse every day.
I will tell you my couple of tips, because I've been using, I was a holdout. I don't know if you know this story.
Oh, I don't.
I mean, the girls all know. They've all heard it. They're like, yeah, Jill, we've been there. But here's the thing. I worked with Chaz for years, bringing and talking about WEN, hearing your stories, looking at these beautiful heads of hair, and I was like, I don't think this is going to work for me. I use all kinds of styling products. I use texturizers. I use, hairspray. This isn't going to work for me. And finally, it's because of all of our great customers that I said, all right, I'll bite, I'll try it. And I've never gone back. I mean, it's all I've used ever since.
And it's true, because you'll never go back to lather once you try WEN.
But here's a couple things to help you out. Make sure your hair is really wet. It's the first thing I do when I step into the shower. And you can always add a little bit of water to the WEN formula as you're putting it through your hair.
That's true.
That helps distribute it. I tell my daughter all the time, remember, in the cleanse step, you're really massaging it into the scalp and then bring it through the ends, right? Because that's where you're trying to cleanse your scalp. That's where you want cleaning. For your conditioning step, then you're really working it more through the end part, right? Because you don't really need to condition up here. And I think the other biggest mistake people make, in addition to not using the recommended number of pumps, they don't rinse enough.
And they don't do it twice.
And they don't do it twice.
But the first cleanse, like you were saying, that's taking out the dirt, the grime, the oil, the product. So you need to take that out of the hair first before you get the conditioning. So that's the second step. That's why it's so crucial to do that and to follow the directions.
And I think, rincing it out really well, like you're feeling like, oh, my fingers are running through my hair. It feels so soft and silky. But you still got to really make sure you rinse that out. Carrie was just saying that was her problem when she started. So we like to share those stories with you, because we know that once you understand and you kind of get through that learning curve, it will change the way you feel about your hair. Your hair will look healthy. Your hair will have body. Your hair will have shine. You will have hair that you never thought you could have before, because now you're finally getting these beautiful, full-bodied looks. It works for everybody. We're going to scoot to the phones. You see Carrie here before with shampoo. Her hair has some frizz to it, right? It looked dry and parched.
Anymore.
Look how shiny and gorgeous it looks now. We're going to say hi to Meredith, who's in South Carolina. Hi, Meredith. I'm Jill here with Gina.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure. Have you tried WEN?
Oh, yeah. I've been using WEN for a long time.
Okay. So are you loading up on some gallons?
I am. I'm going to try the lavender this evening.
Okay.
And because I've done the pomegranate and the fig.
Yes.
I color my hair, and I have naturally curly hair, and of course, where I live, and especially of late, we've had, it was 105 today, I think, with the heat index. So it's really nice, because I have naturally curly hair, and I don't like it. I like it smooth. So I get all kinds of compliments on my hair.
Isn't that nice?
And I'm 63 and a half years old. So people just don't believe that I'm that old, and and I have long hair. So I just love it. I'm so glad that I've found it.
Did it take you any time sort of getting used to the idea that you were no longer cleaning your hair with lather?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And actually, probably for a little while I cheated and used it as the final step.
Okay.
So, you know, but it really does do exactly what it says.
Oh, great. Well, I'm so glad you called in. I think you'll love that lavender. That one's really nice for a little bit of volume in the hair, but it's really a light formula as well.
So it'll work on any hair type.
Yeah, and you can always blend your formulas too. You know, you could do a pump of fig and a pump of lavender if you want, or a pump of pomegranate with a pump of the lavender. You can always, you know, mix them up that way too.
The travel packs are just superb.
Yes, one of my favorites.
Me too.
Well, and the nice thing is when you do it, you can get the mix, so you can alternate.
Yes, right.
You know, and that's, you know, that's cool to be able to do that.
It is. Great. Oh, Meredith, thanks so much for calling. It was great speaking with you.
Glad to see you all, and keep up the good work.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We show all these wonderful heads of hair on our beautiful girls,
Yes.
but I love when we have the guys out here too, because with this large gallon size,
That's true.
you know, again, this is something that your hubby or boyfriend or son can be using as well.
And you know, cleanse your body with it. You know, we're showing you Alex with a great head of hair, but he also uses this head to toe. So you can use it to replace your shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioner, detangler, leave-in conditioner, shave cream, and then also use it as a body cleanser, a body moisturizer. Use it as a facial cleanser. Use it with your Clarisonic and buff in, especially if you're getting the seasonals, because they're that additional treatment. So it's always great to use that on your body to get the full WEN experience.
I'd love to show everybody again the value of what you're getting by getting a gallon as opposed to just maybe being on auto delivery for the smaller sizes. So these are the classics, and if you're buying the 16-ounce classic, you're spending at $29 each, $232. If you were to buy the gallon in a classic scent from Chaz, from chazdean.com, it's $210. At QVC, it's $177. And we're doing 6 easy payments, and your shipping and handling is only $3. That's the lowest shipping and handling you've ever seen on the gallon. So that's an amazing value.
Yes.
If you step up and decide to do the seasonals, where we have that warm, delicious fall ginger pumpkin, my favorite, the winter vanilla mint, or that orange spring blossom, that would be at $32.82 each for the 16-ounce. You'd have to buy 8 of them. That's $262 and change. From Chaz, you're at $256. But here at QVC, $188 and on 6 easy payments. No pressure here, everybody, but there are 7 days left for you to take advantage of this price and this great 6-pay easy pay plan opportunity. Depending on the length of your hair, these gallons could last you almost up to a year. Obviously, if you have longer, fuller hair like Rachel's, it may be, you know, a 6 to 8 month proposition. But you'll find that, you know, you only need 1 pump if you have short hair. 2 pumps for your first, you know, cleanse, 2 pumps for your second, for your medium length hair, and 3 to 4 pumps probably for long, thick hair like Rachel's. But it's just wonderful to know that you have all this WEN waiting for you, you know?
You're never going to have bad hair because you have such, you know, a bulk of WEN. But the great thing, Chaz made an amazing video, and it's on QVC.com if you click on the gallons, and it's how to use the gallons. So people, you know, if you have any questions, check out that video. And he has it for short, medium, and long hair. So he always wants to make sure his customers are getting the best results and the best care possible. And I know you were mentioning too, there's a customer service number on the back of every bottle. There's an entire customer service building that I've been to at the salon in Los Angeles. So, you know, he's making sure you're never left hanging, and that always having hair like this is attainable and easy. You know, the resources are there, and follow him on social media too.
Speaking of social media, be sure to go over to Facebook at Jill Bauer QVC and like the page, because we're asking a lot of you, what is your one summer beauty essential? And I think for a lot of you, it's a new formula of WEN, right? Maybe in the summertime you like to do that wonderful winter vanilla mint. Maybe you like to change it up and you want something lighter, like the cucumber aloe for the summertime, whatever it might be. Can we walk over real quickly and go through all the choices, and then we'll come back and show the models one more time. But for those of you that are just joining us, here are all of the options. Remember, a couple things to keep in mind. These are customer top rated. So I know it's a new way to think about cleansing and treating your hair. It is not just a conditioner. I know it says cleansing conditioner, and some people think, well, it's just a conditioner. No,
it's not.
It cleanses your hair in the step that you would normally shampoo. and then it conditioned your hair in the step where you'd normally be conditioning. And take me through all of the classic formulas,
Yes,
Gina.
so we have our pomegranate, which out of all of the core is soy protein, wheat and gluten-free, so it is a little frothier and creamier in consistency, so universal and a really great place to start. Then we have another universal formula, the sweet almond mint. It was the first formulation Chaz launched. It's been in the infomercials and is worldwide. If you are new to WEN, start here. It's a really great place to start as well. Then we have tea tree, made for problem solution, baby fine hair, coarse unruly hair. If you're not sure what tea tree does, do a little Google search and you'll see why it's so great and addresses problem solution. Then we have our fig, most moisturizing, most hydrating. If your hair's dry, damaged, brittle, broken, over-processed, if you do a lot of heat styling, bleaching to your hair, this is so great because it has that additional hydration and moisture. Cucumber aloe, pretty much the complete opposite. It's most clarifying, most astringent, great for an oily scalp and dry ends. Then we have our lavender, great for volume, body hydration, but it is a lighter weight formula, so it's for baby fine hair or the coarsest of coarse hair.
And then, so those are all $177 in the classics. This year was the first year where Chaz said, all right, I'll let you get your favorite seasonals in a gallon
and we're so
size.
happy he did that.
So tell us about these formulas and how are they different kind of at their core too,
They
Gina?
are, because they're all an additional treatment, but they're universal. So again, close your eyes and pick one. But they're soy protein as well, universal, wheat, gluten, and nut-free. But they have that additional 11 amino acid complex, the goji berry, the acai, the peptides. But with the fall ginger pumpkin, you're getting the ginger, the pumpkin, the nutmeg, the cinnamon, the clove. It's so warm. Everyone goes nuts for this, and so much so Chaz brought it back again because everyone went crazy. Then we have the winter vanilla mint, which is so cooling. It's that winter, or excuse me, the winter. It's the vanilla, the chocolate, the peppermint, really cool and crisp. And then we have the beautiful floral notes here of the orange blossom. And again, you cannot go wrong with this. Seasonals are all universal.
Customer Choice Award winner for Best Hair Cleanser from the very first year we launched our Customer Choice Award. So, I mean, it is won every single year. They are customer top rated. There's a reason why there's such a following for these products and what they can do for your hair. It doesn't matter if your hair is short or long. It doesn't matter if your hair is straight and fine. It doesn't matter if your hair is coarse. If you have ethnic hair, if your hair tends to be, you know, curly and you're looking for a softness and a definition to those curls, WEN can give you all of that.
It really can. And you know, I'm in the salon. I see this used on every person. So it's not like, oh, it doesn't work for some people. It works for everybody. Chaz made sure of that. And you know, we were showing you an array of different models with baby fine hair, with very coarse
let's walk
hair.
back on over.
Yeah. So we have Maria that you're looking at. Baby fine hair. Does the cleansing conditioner weigh it down? Not at all. It actually plumps her hair up because when you strip your hair from lather, just think of when you're stripped and you're dehydrated, you're falling down in a way.
Right.
That's really what your hair is doing. This way her hair's being plumped up. And again, look at her highlights that she doesn't get. These are natural highlights that are now in her hair because she treats it. She only gets a single base color, where in her before shot, that was base color and highlights. And just how much younger does her hair look too? I mean, just the overall color is better.
Yeah, it looks great. Here's Kate. Kate, of course, has, you know, this beautiful reddish auburn color hair, which easily with the traditional shampoo would fade with every wash.
Oh my God,
but
so
look
much.
at the integrity of the color as well as the integrity of the hair now that she's been using WEN since 2010.
And again, you know, you're saying the color. This color does not budge. This stays in Kate's hair year round. I see her on QVC all the time. And the only thing she has to do is get her roots touched up. So it saves you time only having to get your roots touched up as opposed to having color run all the way through. But then that also preserves the integrity of the hair because you don't have to color your entire hair. So it's really just a win-win.
And then here's Tracy,
who doesn't
color her hair at all.
So if you hear us talk about
Lucky
color,
girl.
I know. So if you hear
Enjoy every moment of that.
If you hear us talk about color and you think, oh, I don't need one because I don't color my hair. Lather altered Tracy's natural color. If we could pull up that her before shot so you could see the difference, but now you can actually see how much more depth of color she has. You know, she's a beautiful strawberry blonde and she can embrace this color. You know, lather no longer breaks her hair down anymore.
Do we have Tracy's before? Yeah, we're getting it.
Oh, good.
Here
I would
it
just love
comes.
to show the difference because people don't think it would actually alter your natural color, but you know, it really does. If we could pull that up and see,
there it
look at
is,
the difference. And now, I mean, her color is so, I'm sorry, it's so much more glossy. glossy, silky,
Yes,
hydrated.
that's a great
It was drier
description.
before, you know, it was very dry at the ends. I know she showed me a few photos. She was like, look at my ends. And we were all in the same position because we all used a lather. But getting off lather, you don't have dry hair. You don't get crispy hair. Your hair is always conditioned. And look how strong her hair is, too.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
From roots to ends.
And then here's Carrie. We'll see Carrie as well in her before and after. Beautiful body, beautiful shine. Again, you can see, look how the ends look so dry. Her hair looks a little crispy, as you were saying. You know,
does.
almost straw-like,
But
right?
not anymore.
But I mean, look how beautiful that hair is now.
And you know what she just told me? Her hair is 3 days old because she went to do her hair and we had a tornado warning here
Yes.
in Pennsylvania. So she wasn't able to do it. But guys, 3 days old. Look at her
Wow.
hair. I mean, this is amazing to me that she has such style retention. And her hair's 3 days old, but yet her color looks great. Her style stayed in her hair. I mean, that's amazing.
I will say, I was somebody who felt like I always had to wash my hair every single day when I used traditional shampoo. And once I started using WEN, now I can do every other day. And my hair still looks great. I'll use the replenishing treatment mist
that's great.
as
Yeah,
kind of
that's
just
what
to
it's
wake
for.
the
Yeah,
style back
that's
up if
good.
I want to. But again, you've seen the faces of WEN, all hair types, lengths, textures, men, women. It's for everybody. This value is only good for 7 more days. You have 7 days left. They're on 6 easy payments. Don't let it pass you by because I got to tell you, I missed out one year and I came back on that July 1st. It was gone.
Yeah.
It's not on
You can't get it
QVC.com.
back.
You can't get it. I couldn't even call Chaz and say, Chaz, honey, could you just please send me a gallon? No. So if you want the gallons, you have to get them in the month of June. Don't forget, you can reach out to Chaz and his team through
Yes.
social media.
Yes, he's
There's a
always
great
there to help.
community there.
Absolutely.
And you're fantastic, Gina.
Oh,
nice to
thank
have you.